A-level differentiation. We have a 5-mark question where we want to differentiate this function to find a and b. It is 5-marker. I don't think it should be a 5-marker, and you'll see why, because the question is horrible. So firstly, we need to recognize a couple of things. This is a fraction. Therefore, we need the quotient rule, which is v du dx minus u dv dx over v squared. So the first thing we're going to do is find all of the components. So u is quite nice and easy. And v is 2 to the 3x minus 2 to the half. Now, the reason why I think this question is horrible is because we already have the quotient rule. As you should be able to tell, this is a product, so we need to use the product rule, and this is a function with a power, therefore it's going to be chain rule. So a 5-mark question, making us do chain rule, product rule, and quotient rule all in one go. But let's get to differentiating. So this is u, this part here is u, this part here is v, so we're going to do v du dx plus u dv dx. Cool. Now this one, we're going to use the chain rule, so we're going to multiply the half, differentiate this, which gives us 3e to the 3x, and multiply here. And then we're left with e to the 3x minus 2, and subtract 1 of the power to give us minus half. And I'm just going to simplify both of these. So this will give us 1 plus x here, and this will be 3e to the 3x over 2 e to the 3x minus 2 to the minus a half. So we continue using the figures we just found, and we plug everything into our formula. So the differential of the function is equal to v du dx, so that's 7e to the x 1 plus x multiplied by e to the 3x minus 2 to the half. Subtract, I'm going to put this all in brackets, u dv dx. So that's going to be 7x e to the x multiplied by 3e to the 3x all over 2 e to the 3x minus 2 to the minus a half. So hopefully everyone will be able to get to this step. Right, I forgot the denominator. The denominator would be v squared, so that's e to the 3x minus 2 to the half squared. So hopefully everyone will be able to get to this step. But as you can see, this numerator needs to become this, and the denominator needs to change ever so slightly. So let's begin cleaning up. So we know we want to take a factor of 7e to the x out. So we're going to take it out from here and here. So that would be 7e to the x, 1 plus x, I'm going to use square brackets, e to the 3x minus 2 to the half minus, and then here we're just left with x, and therefore we can just multiply it to this. And that will now all be over e to the 3x minus 2, because we multiply the powers when you're raising a power to a power. So for a moment, I'm just going to ignore the denominator. We're just going to try to take out as many factors as we can. And the thing I don't like is the 2 and this e to the 3x to the minus half. We've got fractions within a fraction, which just makes life horrible. So let's take both out at the same time. So that will be 2 e to the 3x minus 2 to the half. So how do we get from this to this? Well, we need to multiply it by 2. And then we're asking ourselves, how do we get from e to the 3x minus 2 to the minus a half to positive a half? We add 1, so this power here will just be 1. How do we get from this to this, well, the 2's will cancel, leaving us with minus 3x e to the 3x, and that is a factor directly, so that is the end of that. We'll now put this in the denominator because we've got something as a fraction here dividing by this fraction, so basically going to multiply this with that, leaving us with 7e to the x, and we're going to start expanding at the same time, so that will be 2 plus 2x times e to the 3x minus 2 minus 3x e to the 3x all over 2 e to the 3x minus 2, and then a half plus 1 is 3 over 2, or 1.5 as I've written it up here. I'm nearly done. Expand the brackets here, clean up, and we should have a and b. So that will be 7e to the x, that's 2e to the 3x minus 4 plus 2x e to the 3x minus 4x minus 3x e to the 3x. And the denominator stays the same. And our final step, well, what we can see here is that we have a common term. This and this becomes minus x e to the 3x. And we know we want to take a factor of e to the 3x out, so we'll do that. So e to the 3x comes out of this to give us 2. E to the 3x comes out of this to give us minus x. And then we're left with minus 4x minus 4 all over 2e to the 3x minus 2 to the 3 over 2 again. Therefore, we know that a is equal to minus 4 and b is equal to minus 4. So apparently a 5-mark question requiring 2 full whiteboards, way too many steps. But let me know what you thought of the question and drop down in the comments if there's any other ones you want to have a go at.